Hello everyone and welcome back to a late stream for once. I decided to start this at 7 so that I had time to have dinner after my test, which was the reason why I was late in the first place. So, let's get started and go after the light orb. Now then, the light orb is the second orb we'll actually get, because as we saw last week, this is where we actually get the orb for Darkness. So then we are off to Sansi and meeting soon. Let us equip our weapons. And unfortunately still this hideous helmet. So. Psst. Hey, you! Are you talking to me? Oh, wrong weapons. Are you talking to me? Keep your voice down. You are Jaina, yes? Yeah, I am. Have we met yet? I'm sorry I don't have much of a memory for faces, and yours is covered. No, my friends in Falcon Reach, who said that you might head this way and might be able to help us. Us? Yes, I'm risking more than you could know by telling you this. I am a member of the Resistance fighting against the Tyrant. Sex Duat the 15th. I don't have much time. He set his hound on me. We need your help, or we are all doomed. I'll help if I can, but I don't understand this. You'll need to tell me more. We have no one need to offer you. Sekduat has taken it all, but we can pay you in information. We know the location of the Orb of Light, and we know that you need to collect the orbs before your foe subdues us. The Orb of Light is here? I'll do what I can to help you, but the orb is very important on me. Can you take me there? Yes, I can take you. This is wonderful news. I must tell the others before I'm captured. Please, if I'm captured before we reach the Resistance, you must not let anyone know that you are working with us. Okay, I will do what you ask, but I can protect you. Not from Zoom. If he finds out that you are working with us, he will never stop until he has you. We will leave as soon as I have secured my snapping camel's saddle. That is music for, honestly, not that impressive a scene, but it's fun. This is Zoom, cocky and half-elf, who unfortunately is allergic to bacon. That's not really relevant at any point except when you're doing PvP, but it's still fun to know. One more rebel for Sekduat. Thank you, stranger. If you had not been distracting him, he might have slipped away again. No problem. Happy to do my part. This Sandrat is a member of the so-called Resistance. Tell me, did you know that you were having a conversation with the wanted man? Yes. He's a rebel too. What? And we were just standing in the middle of a town in an open market making plans to defeat you and overthrow the tyrant who hired you. Come on, Zoom. How stupid do you think we are? Very. But I see your point. Even you rebels could not be that stupid. This rogue was just in the wrong place at the right time. I have a name. It's Jaina. I was trying to buy this guy's snapping camel off of him. Say, did you see where it went? It looks like he won't need it anymore after you're done with him. I like your attitude, Jaina. I am Zoom, and I have no plans to kill this man. I just delivered them to Sectu at the 15th. What the Emperor does with the members of the Resistance is his business. You seem like someone who could appreciate a little gold. I'm going to return this man to the palace and collect one more bounty. After that, I will return here. Come see me if you want some work. I'll do that. Woohoo! You have lost your one contact to the Resistance, and your one lead to the location of the Orb of Light. Working with Zoom might be your only way to get back in touch with the Resistance. So, that was Zoom, the friend who we helped out later on in time, but earlier in our timeline. Don't know if you still remember the fun timey-wimey ball that was the Dragon Lords of Babylon quest, but that's where we first met Zoom. Canonically, we first met him there. It's just that we tried to repress that meeting. So, Black Market, become a ranger, invite. Yeah, these are all things you can do here. You can become a ranger after the questline, I think. That reminds me, I should check the paladin after this first quest. So you can become a ranger, and there's of course the Black Market, just a standard shop. But all of these are member only weapons, so that's fun. Dragon Lord only, I mean. And this is one of the weapons that lizardmen actually use. Then become a ranger. Note, you need to complete Zoom's quest the hard way before you are ready to become a ranger. So, back. Quests the hard way. I have good news, Jaina. I've located one of the rebels. He rests in the ruins to the west at this very moment, hiding from the sun. His name is Kasuf, and he has been able to elude me this far. But I am a patient ranger. His days are numbered, and the number is small. I would like you to meet me at the ruins and help me capture this desert snake. That will cut his chances of another escape in half. Kasuf can hide, but not forever. He will need to leave the ruins for water eventually. There will be no escape for him this time. I have chased Kasuf across the desert many times. He is as slippery as a sand trout. But finally I've driven him to hide in these ruins. The locals say that there is only one way in and one way out. You're going to go in and search for him. He hides himself well, so search well. I will wait here. If he slips past me or tries to run, then you will be waiting here to capture him. A classic squeeze play. Very good, Jaina. You have a quick mind. I may make a ranger of you yet. If you do not return within the hour, I will come looking for you. Don't worry, Zoom. I will find Kasuf. So, these Scar Scarabs. Weak to nothing and strong to nothing. So, just summoning a pet, and then I guess that we will go do this rotation for one last time, and then we will go back to the Paladin class, because I enjoy that more than base Rogue. The Cryptic, I think, is more fun than the Paladin, but we don't have access to the Cryptic yet, and won't for a while. If that quest is a gut punch and a half. But this is our first meeting with Zoom. As you can tell, he isn't quite the same as quite as friendly as he was when we first met him. Alright, this guy is immune to light. Luckily, I don't use light weapons. Not yet, at least. I need 48,000 for the dagger sets. Those will be a grind and a half that I will do. I think after book 2, yeah. Then we have access to it all. Let's see. Go, Fluffy, go! Oh yeah, this is this quest. I like this. I dislike this particular quest because of the way it handles the thing you need to do. I think it's this quest. We need to do a bunch of different things, all one after another in the correct order and everything. Fine. I'm tired of running away. Just take me anyway. Relax. I'm one of the good guys. My name is Jaina, and I'm with the Resistance, same as you. I met one of the other members just before Azum captured him. He asked for my help and said he could lead me to the Orb of Light. If you have come for us to help us, then we still have hope. I will help you with your search, but we must escape these ruins first. Zoom is waiting out front. He knows that is the only way out. I can try to distract him. It would never work. Once Zoom sets his mind to a task, he does not lose focus. He could win a staring contest with Jimmy the Eye. That is particularly funny because Jimmy the Eye is one of those floating eyeballs that never blink. Well, I could try to sneak you out in my backpack. If it can hold that many weapons, then there must be room for you. Now you're just being silly. I do know a secret way out of these ruins, but it may be more dangerous than facing Zoom. I can't risk blowing my cover. Tell me about the other way. There is a back door, but there are several desert beasts and doors that stand between us and freedom. A rogue of your power should have little trouble with the monsters, but the doors are another matter. They are deadly traps. Each of the doors has a timed puzzle attached to it. You must find the right combination of 5 ancient glyphs before the timer runs out. What do you think? I think that sounds kind of fun. Monsters and deadly traps are fun. I can't believe I'm putting my life in your hands. You worry too much, Kasuf. Just stay far behind me. I don't want you getting hurt. So yeah, that's the accent, at least for today. And as you can see, there is a healing path here. Let's hope it works. It's been hidden underneath the sand for a long time already. Poisonator. So the poison skill that I never use would not do anything. I just never use it anyway. There are a few good poison weapons, but well, it's a few that are good. That was nice. Quick full heal. So now, if we need to, we can at least be healed. And throw the dagger. the first of the doors. And an annoying Sunspike. I dislike these guys. Mainly just because of the fact that they don't have a weakness to correspond with their insane resistance to light. But also because they feature in some of the most annoying quests ever. Mainly that, by the way. Also, I forgot to do this earlier, but Alahan, thank you for following me. Okay. Click on the glyphs in the right order and light up all 5 scarabs. Be careful, if you click the wrong glyph, it will reset the puzzle. Be fast. If you have to find the right combination and light up all 5 scarabs before the sand fills the jar, or else it springs a trap. So, ready? So yeah, this is the difficult doors that Kasuf mentioned. Yeah, Kasuf. So, how would you people react to having to do something like this? Ooh, a single stone in the wall. It probably isn't anything and might just be misremembering from another quest. Most likely, actually. But I'll see if I can press it or not. Okay, I did start the recording. A very healthy sand slicer is the guardian this time. So, whatever shall we do but the normal rotation many times over? Oh yeah, that will happen. If we're doing this quest, then we're going to be facing a lot of sun spikes. So maybe doing this as a paladin isn't the smartest idea. Maybe. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. Oh. Ooh, nice. I think this might be one of the last fights of the mission, actually. So, I guess we'll see. And now throw blind on him and then just attack. Because he absolutely is not a threat. Oh, that's annoying. Well then, we'll just take a bit of damage. It's not as though it's really that dangerous. Sorry if I'm not entirely awake. I had the test earlier today and that kind of has thrown me off my rhythm. Or well, nothing kind of about it. It has thrown me off my rhythm. And unfortunately, this is also it was very stressful, and I'm fairly certain I somewhat messed it up. I think I got a boss, but I know several things I could have done better already. And I haven't even looked at my materials yet. So these last few fights before I level up. And at level 18, 1, we will have all our mana back. And 2, no, I think that was specifically linked to level, let me actually check. I think that was linked to the, to level 20. No, level 18. Huh. It was linked to being level 18. I did not misremember. That is the final strike. Exactly. So then, following this, we will have level up. So, doesn't really matter that we're going to get hit. That's the nice part about going into a mission when you're nearly done with your level. Of course, if the mission is only one fight, then healing up is kind of important, but you can't have everything. Ooh, nice. Extra stat points to dump into into dexterity. Okay. Is it the same order every time? You did it! We're alive. Thank me later. Right now, you need to escape these ruins. Hide yourself and cover your tracks. I'll go back and tell Zoom I couldn't find you in the ruins. He'll still be after you, but this will buy you enough time to hide. I can never thank you enough, Jaina. The best I can do is pay you an information. I'm afraid that I don't know much about the Orb of Light, but I know another rebel who does. Our laws prevent me from from telling you her name, but you can find her in Oasis Inn. How will I know her if you can't tell me her name? There is a way to we recognize each other. You must walk into the inn with a blue desert lotus. Its ability to survive in the desert against all odds makes it the perfect symbol for our rebellion. You must go to the wastelands to the west of town. You will find a blue desert lotus somewhere there. Bling, bling. Bring the flower into the Oasis Inn. She will know that you are a friend of the resistance, and she will approach you. Thank you, Kasuf. I know that you're taking a huge risk letting me know these secrets. It is no risk at all. I know that I can trust you. Good luck, Jaina. You too. Now, get out of here. You have to run for your life while I go and pick a flower. And since the last fight had us level up, we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing, according to the stats at least. Oh, we have a sword. Darkness, unfortunately, but, well, it's a sword. It's darkness, of course. So, then black market, sell the lotus blade. So, now then, let's go to the timeline and just go visit the necropolis. Become a paladin. Wear paladin armor. Let's see. It is still not decorated quite as much as it used to be. Huh. Weird. Now then, let us just equip these all. And then go to Falcon Reach. Because we need to we just leveled up, and that means training our stats. Stat trainer. Up. Train. Light orb. To the Sensi. And summon Draco. Summon Pet Dragon and then elementalize to light. Okay. Now then, the Blue Lotus. Do not worry, Jaina. Kasuf is simply blessed with the natural ability to run and hide like most cows. I'm not sure how he escaped, but we will always have another chance to catch him. Unfortunately, all of my leads have run dry. The only thing we can do for now is search and wait. When we were returning for the runes, you asked about the wastelands to the west. This is your chance to investigate them. If you find any trace of the rebels, do not attack them alone. I do not want you getting hurt. Come to me and we will attack them together. I will stay in town and search here. The rebels must have a supply line and it must start here. Good luck on your search in the wastelands. And sandstorm elementals. Retextured wind elementals. That's it. Doesn't mean it's still not fun to see them. And this one, Seal of Salvation, the ultimate skill for a paladin. It is just a, well, if you can bring your mana down to 25, it's for 25 minimum cost, it's a full heal. However, if you use it at more than 25 health, you still lose all your mana. 25 mana, I mean. It's a good panic button, but that's about it. Let's just attack. A boulder elemental without a gem for an eye, or well, without the normal gem for an eye. those guys are annoying because they stun. Ah. Yes. That is something we can do. We can restore our mana as this class. It's not much, but we can do it at least. That means that we can... Oh! Hey, little Trixie May. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. But thank you so much for the follow. Ah, there's Summon the Phoenix, Summon Coralluchan. A powerful light assault. Restore health and remove all effects. That also removes positive effects like bonus Dragon Scout. Not other ones though. Increase damage and darkness resist. So let's do this one. Oh yeah, I wanted to check. Don't think based off the damage numbers. Yeah, it's just a normal Unbolter Elemental, but a few different attacks. And now then, Holy Wrath, a powerful light assault. That is actually pretty powerful. And that is a very annoying attack because certain versions of Sandstones can heal by... can stun by doing that. Which means that there are 2 attacks on which you can be stunned. And that's less than ideal. Yeah, I should probably stop with the special attacks, because this one also does a lot, and it does not come with the mana cost of the other attacks. 69. Nice. Let me just check. Encyclopedia. This quest is called the Blue Lotus, yes. So, yeah. Ah, here is the titular Blue Lotus. I thought we had gone the right way. What was on the other passage though? Nothing apparently. Attack all foes. Also another reason to dislike Sandstones is because they just do a lot of damage. Enough reason for me to dislike them at least. Let's see. Summon Coralluchan and the Sacred Spear. It deals good damage. There is one other weapon that I know of off the top of my head that deals good damage. It is from the climax of the book 1 storyline. That is when you get that weapon. So yeah, that's a rare element. And it's something you need resistance to, actually. Not for the normal game, but for at the edge of time, you need resistance to the light, to good and evil elements, for one specifically. And that is summoning the Phoenix. You have found a rare blue desert lotus. You need to take this rare flower to the Oasis Inn in town. If Kasu's information was right, a member of the Resistance will then approach you and help you find the Orb of Light hidden somewhere in the Sand Sea. And we got an inlaid blade, which, fun and all, but not quite what we need. And even though it is a new month, last month's gear is still here. Mainly because, you know, they haven't had a first update this week. So, while decent enough design, it's a bit boring, I think. And now then, the Oasis Inn. Jaina, I have heard the reports of resistance activity out in the dunes. If these reports are right, then they are up to something. If I'm lucky, then I can capture a large number of these rebels at once. I'm going to have to move fast. That is why I need you to stay behind for this one. I move faster when I am alone, Jaina. You have earned some free time anyway. If you haven't had a chance to walk around town, now is the time. Maybe you should spend some time at the Oasis Inn. Remember to keep your eyes open for rebel activity. So, these are all quiet. All of them are quiet. Thanks for the rare flower, Jaina. You know how I love them. I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been? Have we met? Of course we haven't met. My father said that you were able to be trusted. He didn't mention you were slow. Gasuf is your father? He took a bigger risk than I thought, risking himself and his daughter. He must really... Hey, I'm not slow. Are you sure? It took you that long to realize that I called you slow. We really don't have time for this. Zoom could be back at any minute and I can't afford to let him catch me with you. You don't need to worry about that. The resistance activity in dunes is a distraction. You mean the rebels set all that up just so it would be safe to meet? Yes, we won't get a second shot at taking down Sector at the 15th. And you are our best hope of doing that. Several very brave rebels have risked their very lives so we could meet safely. So let's not waste time. I understand that you want the Orb of Light. Yes, your father told me that you know something about it. I do. I've studied the orb for several years in secret. I read every legend and pieced together some of its history. I'm fairly sure that the Orb of Light is responsible for the Sektuat this dynasty. Emperor Sektuat I got his hands on it, and he used its power to take control of the Sand Sea. One history that I read said that after Sektuat I took power, he became increasingly paranoid. He had several children, but didn't trust any of them. He thought that all his heirs were after his power and felt that none of them were worthy. I doubt that a man like that would have trusted anyone with the source of his power. He probably died before telling anyone where he hid it. He would have kept it close. That would mean that the Orb of Light is still in his palace somewhere. I thought the exact same thing. I take back what I said about you being slow. So, I need to get into the palace and find the orb. Any ideas? Saxuat 15th already knows that you're working with Zoom to catch the rebels. You are already in his good graces, but you're going to need to really impress him to get an invite to the palace. I think I know just the thing. You have to defeat my mummy. I saved you dead. Now you want me to fight your mom? You must have had a weird childhood. I taking back saying you were slow. I said my mummy. I unearthed it when I was researching the Sektuat dynasty. I was in their family tomb looking for clues to the orb. Then I unearthed my discovery. It's a colossal beast, an undead mummified dragon. I unleashed it on the land of the living. Now it just sits there and destroys anyone who gets too close. This beast is a thorn in Sektuat's side. It seems like he's not comfortable with the idea of a giant mummy walking around in his ancestor's tomb. Ah, so I defeat your mummified dragon? Then Sektuat 15 will be impressed with me and invite me to the palace. That's what I hope anyway. Once you have your invite to the palace, you can come and go as you please. Unless Sektuat the 15th kills you. That's a comforting thought. You have the ability to get closer to Sektuat than any of the rebels ever will. And with you at his side, we will have the advantage. You will be able to foil his plans and get access to palace secrets. Who knows what else? Not to mention, you will be able to look for your orb. Once you are in the palace, we will contact you again. You will find the mummified dragon in the dynasty tomb. Now, get out of here before you are discovered. Oh, and watch your back. Some of the guys in the inn haven't taken their eyes off of you since you came in here. Good luck, Jaina. We're all counting on you. The future of the resistance is in your hands. Yep, that's the generic bandit model that we walked past. So fun. Whoops, that was the weakening. That wasn't what I intended, but sure. Four hits, critical at 50%. No, at 25%. Guaranteed critical hits. That's pretty decent. Let's summon the Phoenix. Now that was kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's not as though they are... It's not as though they are somewhat strong against light. Shoo. Overwhelming stun. Of course the stun wouldn't actually get off. That's why I was wondering about the light resistance not changing. I was using the wrong bloody attack. And now that that's done, there's but 2 more fights to be done, I think. Let's see. Yes, the stun went off. And now just normal attack followed by crusading. Or well, the other way around. Crusading strike followed by normal followed by crusading. And then that's that. think your inner light healing amount is based off. Who are you guys? What do you want from me? You're not the only one looking for the orb of light, Jaina. What did you say? How do you? Prince Drakat has put a bounty on your head, hero, and we plan to collect it. Oh, he couldn't walk past him while he was busy talking. That would have been fun. Stupid, but that seems to be the humor for book 1. So, you know, would have been fun. And that is that. Would have had to deal with him on this attack anyway, because Fluffy, unless he crits, can't do enough damage for that. The Thugs were no match for you. You have escaped the Oasis Inn with your life and some important information, if Charray is right. And then you need to head to the Dynasty Tomb and defeat the Mummified Dragon for Sectuat the 15th. And we got Muggle and Berry Juice. Ah, delicious. Just what the Cotton Sisters would use to make candy. This is really only good during Frostfall. Unfortunately, we're passing on that. It's an important ingredient for way later down, same as the Dark Crystal that we got a few streams ago. Or no, actually, last stream I think. So, the Dynasty Tomb. I spent a lot of time in the dunes and I was only able to capture 2 rebels. Neither would speak of their plans. Well, I learned. While I was gone, did you learn anything interesting? Let's tell him about the Mummified Dragon in the Dynasty Tomb. That is a dangerous way to get the Emperor's attention, Jaina. I cannot tell you what to do, but I cannot waste time on dragons. At least not while there's a go to be made in capturing rebels. If when you return, you must tell me all about it. A giant mummified dragon would be quite an amazing sight and an interesting challenge. So yeah, we're left on our own for this mission. Luckily it heals us for you, because I completely spaced on healing. And that would have been very embarrassing. So the Scar Scarab is stunned, and I honestly just want to get to level 20 so that we can have some better gear again. Also, at the end of this stream, I'm going to share a picture of what the Paladin armor should look like, according to the encyclopedia, at least. In that, oh, I thought I did more damage than that. And this is that. Since this is supposed to be an endurance fight, they don't do a lot of damage. And since I get a stronger heal whenever I attack or basically do anything except be hit, this is actually quite good to heal up. Go, Fluffy, go! Let's see if we can't pull a few of these off and make it die just that bit quicker. Just a turn or two would shave so much of these fights. Yeah, going down again. Because as I said, these are supposed to be endurance fights, and taking the path of least resistance seems like just a smart thing to do in that case. Unfortunately, the mana heal does not heal that much mana. I could probably do these fights more efficiently, but honestly, I just can't be bothered to do that. Ah, stun again. I should not go looking through the Dragonfable Encyclopedia, the wiki that is on the Battle.on forums, while also wanting to play this game, because I tend to go wiki diving instead of, you know, playing the game. That's not smart to do while you're streaming. Okay, restore some mana. Come on, Fluffy, you were supposed to do that. And that is that fight. Okay, that is Desert Fresh dried dragon jerky. Looks like I've got the right dynasty tomb. It helps that there was only one dynasty tomb to pick from. How do I want to handle this? Fight solo, fight friends by idea, and extreme mode. Am I going to cheat, or am I going to cheat? I happen to have, let's see, bookmarks, my Dragonfable character that I usually use. I think it's kind of messed up in comparison to normal, but hey, let's see. Fire Mage, level 77, Human Doom Knight. This yeah, this is one that I had kind of messed up on. It has a lot of light resistance though. I do not like that. I do not like the fact that it has a lot of light resistance. But at least it has a bit of darkness weakness. What is its immobility? It's 80. So, still try. I mean, worst. Oh, Right. Elementalize to darkness. Okay. This is fun. These are the certain dragon. This is the Doom Knight skills. These are quite a bit different from the normal skills. Let's see. I'm not going to use this one because that will kill me in 3 turns. Yeah. Corruption. That is how it starts. And with 200 damage, utterly ridiculous. And corruption is a skill that has different effects based on what type of opponent you're facing. And in this case, facing a undead, which means that, you know, dragons undead are kind of weak versus a spirit of darkness. That is what the Doom Knight is. So, you know, getting weaker to darkness. In this case, setting the darkness resistance to -100. Yeah, that's kind of really big deal. Let's see, how about this one? That damage. Now then. Okay, so while it is corrupt, as a Doom Knight, you deal extra damage. Or, well, certain skills happen differently. This one, for example, deals quite a bit more DOT than it normally does. That is, normally it deals like 100%. No, normally it deals 50% damage over 4 turns. Or, well, 3 turns and then... with corruption, it deals over 3 turns, deals 100% base damage. This one, yeah, deals slight damage. Let's do barrier. And now... massive attack at the cost of some HP. Then 999 experience and 35 gold. That's also fun. You have defeated the mummified dragon that the rebel Sharae awakened. Now all you can do is sit back and hope that this amazing deed merits a palace invite from Sek Duat the 15th. Quests. Sek Duat's invite. I have interesting news, Jaina. Sek Duat, the SV, the 15th has extended an invitation to his palace. To you. This is not the kind of invite that you decline. If I were you, I would go see what he has to say. Immediately. Head north from here to get to the palace. The dynasty guards will let you pass now. As you saw, this thing. I didn't go here before now because I know that you wouldn't be able to get past. So let's walk around. These aren't ready. Yeah, an oasis surrounded by rolling stones, of course. Then there is this place. There's a helmet that's better than my current one is. I mean, not that that's difficult, but let's buy it. Or actually, no, this one is better. Even though it's lower level. Because this one gives melee, endurance, and then in strength, but not dexterity. This one actually might be better. Oh no. This one really isn't. Not that much at least. Not worth 200 extra gold. I'm not yet at the level where I can just spend that money. So this will be equipped for 2 levels. It will be hidden for 2 levels. Leave. There is the inn way. Ah, rebel sympathizers. Good way to end up dead around here. So then, now that we have these, we have just a bit more everything. Let us go ahead and enter Sectuats, the 15th challenge. Greetings, Jaina. Welcome to my palace. Let's first see, can we explore a bit? We cannot. Greetings, Jaina. Welcome to my palace. As you know, I am the Sun King, King of the Sands, the celestial and masterful Emperor Sectuat the 15th. I am the 15th Sectuat, the 15th true ruler of the Sand Sea. You may call me Highness or Emperor if you like. It is a rare honor for you to be invited into my presence. Very few have ever had this honor. Even King Altion the Balanced, the so-called ruler of the Greenlands, has never been asked into my presence. You will only speak when I require it, and when you are commanded to speak, you will keep a civil tone. Your work with Ranger Zoom has not gone unseen. You have considerable skills. You have even defeated the mummified dragon in my family's tomb. Now my fathers can rest. The mighty and glorious Sectuat the first and greatest of my line, can enjoy his eternal rest. Zoom is a great ranger. He has become famous for being able to find people who are hard to find. But he is a specialist. I have in need of someone like you, with a more wide-ranging skill set. Someone who can overcome unforeseen challenges and think fast. If you think fast enough, perhaps you can leave the Sensei with twice as much treasure. Your share, and Zoom's. Let me just drink, because doing that voice really dries out my throat. Okay. I have many tasks for a paladin like you. Please me, and you will be rewarded. The people of the Sensei have grown discontent, and they plot and scheme against me, but they are not to blame. They are children. When a parent makes a strict ruling to keep the children safe, the children are expected to throw fits. They know no better. But when they break these rules made to keep them safe, they must be punished. They must learn their place if I am to keep this safe. If the Sensei were a less dangerous place, I would have no reason to keep such strict rules. Therefore, I command you to eliminate one of my greatest threats to my people. The Sandwich. The old crone was cast out of the Yaga sisterhood in Doomwood for being too cruel. Her sisters left her to die in the desert, but the hatred in her heart has kept her alive all these years. The people fear her. They have good cause to fear her. She summons people to her cave in the middle of the night, and they are never seen again. If you were to eliminate the sandwich, the people had less to fear. Perhaps they would have less reason to rebel. Go now. Do not return until the outcast has been taken care of and my people are safe. Ah, more of Sectobat's goons. Only one of you made it out of here last time, and that was no accident. It was a warning. Get out of here. There's nothing else that your emperor wants. Unless, of course, you were sent to finish the sandwich. That's right, sandwich. Sectobat 15th has sent me to stop you from preying on the people of the Sensi. To stop me? Ah ha 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 ha! Foolish child. You want to fight? You came to the right place. This sandwich will bite back. So, the sandwich. Weak to water, strong against dark, immune to bacon. Because of course it is. And who wants a soggy sandwich? Of course they're weak to of course they are weak to bloody water. Lose the light resistance sandwich. And Phoenix Light. And that's the first sandwich taken care of. If your Yaga sisters cuss you out, you really must be the most wicked creature imaginable. The people of the Sensi are good people. They've lived through a lot. Too much. They don't need one more bad thing like you in their lives. The sandwich is not bad. Everyone knows that sandwiches are good. The sandwich evil it's their scaster out because she wasn't wicked. The sandwich wanted nothing to do with their evil plots. Know what I think? I think the sandwich is full of baloney. So yeah, we're sent to take care of one of the pillars of support for the rebels. What did you think? Yeah. I should really check the immobility resistance. Yeah. Just a powerful strike and a couple strikes to follow up. I'm not going for the fuel. That's for when we face the real sandwich. And I still like this game for allowing me to say that. Another illusion? I'm starting to think that the sandwich is chicken. If you're a good sandwich, then why don't you summon the people here to your cave in the middle of the night? Those people vanish! Kid, you've got the sandwich all wrong. The people come to the sandwich on their own. They want to escape the Sensi. And they know that the sandwich can help them escape the sand and Sectobat's 15's insane rule. The sandwich won't get in the rebels' fight, but she will help the frightened ones. The ones who want to run and live free. And the sandwich is not chicken. If you really want to come face with the sandwich, she is in the next room. If you can make it. Ugh, that voice is annoying to do. Hey, let's blind. I think that's enough for yeah, this is a -25 combined with the natural bonus that sandwich gets. It's not quite enough to guarantee us being safe. Sometimes the base classes are kind of good for something. No more illusions, no more fighting. The sandwich senses that you truly wish to help the people. I do. I need the Orb of Light. The rebels are helping me find it, and I'm helping them with their goals. Why would Sectawat send me to finish you? Not long ago, Sectawat's guards came to this cave and stole a spell from the sandwich. Sectawat doesn't want anyone to figure out his plans. The sandwich knows what spell you stole, and that is a clue to his ultimate goal. What spell? What was the spell that he stole from you? What does it do? The Wicked Yaga spell raises the dead. The sandwich thinks that Sectawat 15 is obsessed with Sectawat the First. He wants to raise his dead ancestor to continue his rule. It will be a disaster for this land. The sandwich does not know all the ingredients for the spell, but she knows the Orb of Light must be used. So he does have the orb, or at least he knows where it is. Thanks, Sandwich, you've helped a lot. Sectawat has to think I got rid of you, so you have to stay hidden until this is all over. Can you do that? The sandwich is all, but the sandwich is no turkey. She knows how to hide. Good luck, hero. Thanks, I'm going to need it. You finish with the sandwich and are left with crumbs of through all over the tablecloth of your mind. What could Sectawat be planning with the sandwich spell? It looks like you're going to have to keep playing his game to find out. And we got the hero substaff. So then. Let's just sell this one. Even though it doesn't actually give us any money, but heal and potions. Greetings, Jaina. Welcome to my palace. You have pleased me greatly, Jaina. Tell me, how did you dispose of the sandwich? Not even my elite guards could end her miserable life. No, I've changed my mind. All that matters is your ability to get the job done. I remain impressed with your skill. Now I have another task for you. While Zoom is hunting down the last of the rebels, one of their number had decided to betray his fellows. I want you to go and meet this turncoat. If he is honest about his desire to serve me, then escort him here. If it is a trap, well, you are more than capable of dealing with anything the rebels might have concocted. Here is the map to the meeting location. Bring him to me or dispose of him. Either way, I expect you to return with good news, Jaina. Do not disappoint me. This is one annoying part. Well, I can understand it. It's just sad, really. It's just really, really sad. I should use Fluffy as the finisher, and that means... Oh no, there's no stone element for dragons, so I cannot do that. And just when you think it's all the same every time, a corner shows up. Woohoo, we healed 2 from previous encounters. I'm going to check something next fight. I think it holds quite a bit of merit, actually. Because Corluchum seems to be able to do very... what's the word? Not samey. Very consistent damage. And with a little fluffy, that's enough to finish him off. And who do we see here? But Kasuf. Kasuf, you are the traitor? Jaina, this is all wrong. I told Sektuat that I would only meet with Zoom. What is going on? Start explaining if you've sold me out. No, I was going to tell Sektuat that Zoom was working for the rebels. You are safe, and so is my daughter. Sharay, what are you talking about? If I found out what Sektuat is doing with the rebels. The spell he stole from the Yaga spellbook calls for a strong source of magical power. The power source for is the Orb of Light. The spell also calls for the life force of 100 people who call you an enemy. Once Sektuat has rounded up 100 rebels, he plans on exchanging their lives to resurrect Sektuat the First. The rebels will be undead husk, empty bodies, zombie servants. I couldn't risk that happening to my daughter. I had to make this deal. I'm sorry. So, you are going to trade the names and locations of the other rebels to keep your own daughter safe? What about fighting for your people? Shabrain knows the risk she's willing to, and she's willing to risk her life for her people to be free. You don't understand what it means to have a child. I had no choice. You always have a choice. You know Sektuat 15th, and you know that he will hunt down your daughter no matter what. You're a fool if you think that this deal will save her. You nearly doomed the entire rebellion. You're right. Of course you're right. I knew that he couldn't be trusted. That's why I lied and told him that Zoom was secretly working with the rebels. I thought that if I could make Sektuat get rid of Zoom, then the others might stand a chance. Only, what is... Zoom is very strong. I couldn't be sure that Sektuat would be able to finish him, so I set a trap. This temple is protected by an ancient evil called the Anubis Knight, and we're standing right in the middle of his home. I was trying to lure Zoom to his doom before I turned myself in, but I got you instead. What? You decided to wait until now to tell me? Well, I was kind of surprised to see you, and I wanted to explain before it slipped my mind. Great, now I'm doomed. Thanks, you're a lot of fun to hang out with. Has anyone told you that? Maybe we can sneak out of here before that happens. It's right behind me, isn't it? Yep. You know, I should just throw you at him as a distraction. But you won't. Right? Right? To battle! It has a light resistant darkness weakness and a Bayer silver weakness, but yeah, I don't see any silver around here. Or really anywhere. What type of damage? No. And immobility resistance is high, but not too high. So now then, let's see, Core Lucium. That's a nice amount of damage. And that's an annoying amount of missing. And he steals health, because it's not annoying enough yet. Yo, my mana. Thank you for saving my life again, Jaina. I should charge charging for this. Maybe Zoom has the right idea. What are you going to do about me? I can't risk handing you over to Sekduat 15th if you were willing to rat your people out. You would easily turn on me. You're good at hiding, so go hide, and this time stay hidden. Once this is all over, Sheree will have a lot of questions for you. Please, she doesn't have to know that her father is a traitor and a fool. I think she does. You made a mistake. Now you will have to live with it. Just be grateful that things turned out this way. They could have gone far worse. Now, get out of here and make sure that I do not see you again. Kasu vanishes into the desert, looking defeated and full of regret. That was a close call, but the rebellion is safe to you. Thanks to you. Why did Sekduat send you instead of Zoom? What does he have up his sleeve? Anubis burial mask. It's decent. Not good, but decent. So then sell this. And we are meeting Sekduat 15th for one more time. Heal and potions. I see this Zoda. Welcome back, Jaina. I see that you did not bring the traitor back to me. I will assume that it was a rebel trap. I have one final assignment for you, and when you return I will shower you with riches beyond your wildest dreams. I have reason to believe that Zoom has begun working with the resistance against me. This will not stand. I think he has been capturing these rebels just to get close to me. No one is that good of a tracker. When I discovered his betrayal, I sent the key to the prisoners to the lizardman's cigarette to the west. It is hidden there. Zoom will eventually show up there. If he wants to set his rebel friends free, then he will need that key. I command you to go to the lizardman's cigarette and stop him by any means necessary. Do so quickly. A very special day is fast approaching, and I want no interference from Zoom and the resistance. If there is one thing that I can't stand, it's a traitor. I had hoped that Sekduat 15th was mistaken. I had hoped that you would not show up here. Actually, I'm glad you did show up. There's something that I've been meaning to talk to you about. You mean the fact that you've been working with the rebellion since the moment you arrived in the Sand Sea? You knew? Of course I knew. You don't get to be the world's most dangerous ranger by missing things like that. But you could have turned me in any time. Does this mean you really are working with the rebels? No, I really am working for Sekduat 15th, but these rebels weren't much fun until you showed up. You made the hunt much more interesting. Is that why you didn't turn me in? It's one of the reasons. The other was that I was hired to capture rebels. You were just working with the rebels. It wasn't worth risking fighting someone of your power, since I wouldn't have gotten paid for it. Does that mean you're not going to stop me? Haha, you wish. Now Sekduat is paying me to come after you. He told me that you'd be here. Shall we begin? We don't have to do this soon. Yes, we do. So, if we had access to bacon as an element. Oh no, bacon immunity. Who was it then that was allergic to bacon? He has the sandwich weaknesses, so let's just go ahead and do this the old-fashioned way. Lower light resistance. And now summon the Phoenix. And then summon. And then the Holy Wrath. presume your days are numbered. And he's gone. Let's see. This goes up. If that goes to a different place. Let's check out the different place. Because if I remember correctly, this leads to a very nice healing spot. I probably am not remembering correctly, but yeah. So then once we're done with this questline, which I think we might be able to pull off in this very stream, then given that there are only two missions left after this one, we might actually just go do some more grinding for, in this time at least, the other classes from Necropolis, because they are actually fun. For example, the Necromancer, who instead of heal over time aura has a damage over time aura. Oh yeah, a box of potions. That was what it was, I think. Boxes of potions are always fun because they make healing up very easy. Yay, all potions refilled. And that is why this makes healing up so very easy. You don't need to stand around and wait or do any of those things. Just a stun, a strike, and then we're done. Then behind this pillar is absolutely nothing. A one-time full heal. I told you, Jaina, I never give up. You cannot escape me. This is wrong, Zoom. You must have some loyalty to the people of the Sensi. You told me that the last Emperor hunted your mother's people, the Sand Elves, into existence. Fight with me and you can claim revenge for her. You should be fighting for honor, not gold. Do not presume to speak to me about honor. Revenge is a small and petty reason to fight. My mother taught me the value of a promise before she was hunted down. My contract is as good as my word. I have agreed to hunt you and the rebels down. I will honor my contract. A deal is a deal, even with a ruler as corrupt and insane as Sekduat. There is no greater honor than keeping your promises. No, lay your weapons down and come with me. You know that I can't do that. I have to stop Sektuat. I have to rescue the rebels. Then I have to stop you. Again, same fight. Is this still properly elementalized? It is now. Oh, we got it off again. Nice. And then a... Oh yeah, that attack twice attack is annoying, because rangers are annoying. And Fluffy is awesome. Yeah. Ooh, nice, a crit there. That's always nice. And that's that. I'm lucky that these stuns are quite cheap. So I am able to keep on spamming them. And that's that. So now there's like 2 more fights left. With these guys at least. These guys are so weird. They have that weird overlay that appears only when you hover over it. You might not be able to see it right now, but when you hover over it, it goes to a different pixel, about 1 behind, I think. Or maybe a bit up. It's weird. With that and the fact that, you know, switching from targets when fighting these isn't always as accurate as you might want it to be, it's really made me dislike having to fight these guys. Restore some more mana. It restores 29 mana, at least currently. I think that is a percentage of my total mana. Wouldn't be able to say what percentage is then. 15% maybe? Yeah, it might actually be 15% of your total mana that it restores. Your skills are even more impressive than I had assumed, but eventually you will tire. Just give up. I can keep this up as long as you can, Zoom. Longer if I have to. I'm going to get that key. I've done battle with some of the strongest beasts and people that lore has to offer. I have never met my match. You're looking at your match. I've beaten you twice, Zoom. You know that I'm stronger than you. It is not a question of strength, Jaina. You can never beat me if I never give up. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Falcon Reach has several billion gold. I could probably get you some of it if you agree to walk away. Once I have a contract, it cannot be. Did you say several billion gold? Yep. That's a lot of money. Yep. So being a hero for Falcon Reach pays really well? Yep. Once I have handed you over to Sectorad, I will have to check it out. They will be one hero short. Aw, I thought I had you at that time. You're really serious about this honor thing, aren't you? Yep. Smoke bastard. And, of course, that time I don't get the sun off. Nice crit. Nice going there, Fluffy. Phoenix Song. Holy Wrath. Corluchum if it's needed, but I don't think it is. I'm going to do it anyway, because I think with what comes next. And I can't leave. This stage just gets better and better. Who are you and what do you want? I am called Swingster. Sector 15 informed me that you would be here. Forget it, Jaina is my target. I already have a contract. I don't think that you understand. Ranger, I was not sent to kill the traitor. That is good. I was sent to kill both of you. That's bad. What? The Emperor of Sensi knew that one of you was working with the rebels, but did not know which. So he decided to send you to battle each other, and I was to kill the winner. The time of the resurrection is near. The mighty Sectwat the First will live again, and neither of you will be able to live to see it. Hold on. Do you mean that to say that Sectwat 15 isn't going to pay me? Of course not. He wants you dead. He has no use for the last Sand Elf. He also said that you were way overpriced. Oh, I am going to get paid even if I have to take my money from the Imperial coffers myself. My contract is void. I will set every rebel that I captured free. Hey, Jaina, ask me again. Hey Sim, want to join the rebels and help me take down Sector 15? It would be an honor to fight beside you. This time, for real. And now he has more health, no weaknesses, but deals metal damage. I like it anyway. A darkness weakness, and unfortunately light resistance. Well, that's to be expected. What with the fact that, you know, these are desert monsters, so this class really isn't the best for it. Let's see. Immobility resistance of 70, worth attempting. Okay, that's nice. Protect yourself, stunning explosive shot, burning arrow, twin shots. Summon Zixki. Summon your companion. Burning arrow. Let's see. Corluchum. And double shot. Let's just do a powerful attack. We are already numerically better off, so let's launch another burning arrow. Yeah, let's just attack. Hey! Hey Cody, hey Ian. Sorry I missed you. Were you here for long? You're avoiding essay writing and scheduling work. Yeah, avoiding work. Yeah, I just got done with that. It's called doing an exam, avoiding work. So we just got betrayed, and our mercenary friend Zoom didn't get paid. So now we have a new ally, and we have someone that we're going to kill. That is Sektuat 15th. You and Zoom have defeated the assassin beast sent after you by Sektuat 15th. You have received the key to the Imperial presence inside the palace, and Zoom has joined the side of the rebels. All that remains is stopping Sektuat the 15th. And we got a staff. Well, staff is nice because we can sell it. The twin staff. Looks really good though. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop me from selling it. Quests. Sektuat lives again. Yeah, so we have been working with the rebels under the guise of working with Zoom, who was hunting the rebels, in order to try to depose Sektuat. We did some jobs for Sektuat, and then we had to and then we got betrayed by Sektuat. Oh, I have my first bot! Yay! Let me just ban user. Yes. Okay, that was the first bot that I ever had, so that's fun and exciting. Sektuat lives again. The town is quiet, Jaina. Maybe too quiet. I don't like it. Are you prepared to face Sektuat the 15th? The town was more empty than usual. Do you think the villagers heard that we were coming for Sektuat 15th? I'm not sure if what's going on, but if Sektuat 15th has the Orb of Light, then we better be prepared for anything. I can't wait to see the look on his mask, I guess, when he finds out that we are both with the rebels. The rebels should be safe. I only caught about 90 of them for him when he decided to betray me. We know for a fact that the spell that Sektuat the 15th wants to cast requires 100 people that can call him an enemy. That's why he started the rebellion in the first place. Well, it was so strict that they started the rebellion. I mean, he doesn't have the 100 he needs to bring Sektuat the First back from the dead. That was the second biggest mistake that he ever made. What was the first? Making me mad. Heal and let's move. Yeah. I'm a paladin. My main way of attacking people is doing light damage, and these are immune to light damage. So let's just not use those really good skills. Launch a burning arrow. That should be it. Okay. Let's not kill the meat shield on his first turn being active. That was a lot of damage. That's why those stuns are important. Now that he is stunned, we can just, you know, use normal attacks. One last stun. And thanks, Cody, for reporting that bot. I've never seen this game before your streams. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's fun, but the main reason I like it as much as I do, I'm willing to admit, is nostalgia, because while it's fun, it's not the best game out there. Let me put it that way. So, what happened here? There's a secret passage behind the throne that leads down. So, Anubis Knights, other creatures we faced before. Weak to darkness, very weak to silver, unfortunately. I don't have any silver weapons with me. So, let's just do the normal routine. Because these ones, when they attack, they heal. It's really annoying, especially since they can cast shields. Normal attacks, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Please, Anubis Knight, don't kill Zoom on like his first day on the job, I guess. He's so pitiful already. I mean, if he does go down, you can see exactly what happens to companions at 0 health. It's actually quite funny what happens. Oh, no, this one just disappears. Aw. It used to be that you would get a companion ghost running around. So you had a companion with 0 health that would not survive any hits. Yeah, that's funny. So, yeah, that was nice. But oh, what hidden weakness did Zoom have then that he got dealt like twice the damage? No, that was just a very unlucky hit for him. They do a ridiculous amount of damage to me too. Let's see. Restore health and remove all effects. Good job, Fluffy. Good job. Stun. Yeah, I haven't been able to get this stun off for a while. And since these are all light resistance, I guess this one. Yeah, I'm not going for a for drinking a mana potion because I think I'd be able to survive this. Yeah, especially with Fluffy now doing this. And then I can just drink potions outside of battle, where it does not take me a turn to do so. And again, ugh, was better when I could get these people stunned. That amount of damage was not fun. That was more than an entire health potion. Angel Strike, you want attack. Fluffy, take him down. You two should be dead. We are! We've come back from the grave to haunt you for your misdeeds. Ooh. Don't be silly. You're no fun at all. So what? We know about your plans and we've come to stop you. We know that you were paying me to round up 100 rebels so you could sacrifice them and use their life force. We also know that you want to use the Orb of Light to power the Yaga spell to bring Sektuat the First back to life. On a side note, it's kinda creepy how you're obsessed with your great and powerful ancestor. Well, I guess you've got me all figured out. Except that you're entirely wrong. I'm not trying to bring my great and powerful ancestor back from the dead. I am Sektuat the First. Well, you're really old. I mean, really, really old. I am older than either of you could imagine. I am been the ruler of the Sensi for nearly 1500 years. And during my first reign as Sektuat First, I realized that none of my children had the mind or will of an emperor. I began searching the lands of lore for the secrets to eternal life. I found that I could unlock the secrets of the Orb of Light. Then I could transform myself into a lich. And that souls were blessed with eternal life, but cursed with eternal death. I have used its power to sustain myself for these last 1500 years. But once I became a lich, I realized my mistake. As a lich, I could never love the precious of the living, only eternal life and eternal unrest. I yearned to be alive again. I kept searching for the true key to eternal life, and I found it. Around 1200 years ago, I gave the spell to the Boyaga sisters for safekeeping. As we agreed, they sent their outcast sister to live here in the sands with their spell in her care, so that I could keep watch over it. Each time I took my own place as the new emperor, I was a little more cruel. I knew that if I squeezed these feeble peasants hard enough, that they would eventually rebel. And that would give me the 100 enemies that I needed to return to life to this undead shell. I'm only telling you this so that you can understand the true power that you face if you choose to battle me. But I never expected you to get this far, so I will give you the choice. Join me, and I will grant you life everlasting as my undying generals. Make your choice. No way! Yeah, if you click it, you get an alternate ending, but I don't like reading those alternate endings. It usually ends up with you getting stabbed or the people you were trying to protect dying horribly. I didn't really think you'd fall for that, but I had to try. Come then, children. Let me show you the pain that I have learned to deliver through the ages. Let's battle Sektuat. He's an undead. That means that I deal more damage. He doesn't have a I have a light weakness though, so my light attacks are still weak as all can be. Let me put it that way. Why though does he have an ice resist? That I don't know. Ah, he did not get the stun off. That's unfortunate. Corluchum. That was a nice bit of damage. Ooh, good luck. Thanks, Cody. Yeah, I'm just going to alternate my attacks with the Crusading Strike, which is just a good amount of damage. It's a powerful attack. Let's see, this one, because that's just a normal attack with... And of course there is also my panic button, which I don't think you've seen, Cody. It's Seal of Salvation, full heal at the cost of all mana and a minimum cost of 25. That means that I can just, you know, wait until I'm low on mana and health and then cast that. So. You missed. Yeah, I haven't cast it yet, I haven't needed to. But yeah, it's something that you can do as a paladin. Let's see. What is his bonus to hit? Okay, I'm not going to do a lot of damage with this attack, but I am going to lower his chance to hit me by 25%. Which is quite a bit when you deal with a multi-hitting boss instead of a hard-hitting boss. Another Corallucium. And we are almost at the point that I will fully heal and then down a couple of mana potions. Is he still affected by... No. So that means this one goes up again. Ooh, we are in the numerical advantage right now. And then the Seal of Salvation, because why not? A full heal for all mana. That's nice. And our attack is also getting... Our aura of light is also getting really strong. Well, inner light. It's Fright Aura for the Necromancer. He just vanished. Does that mean we destroyed him? No, Lich cannot be disposed of so easily. He will return. He's still the Emperor of these lands. The people will still see him that way. So the rebels have a lot more work to do. At least he will have lost most of his power without the Orb of Light. What will you do with the power? Yay, we've won, yes. I was lucky to beat Sepulture to this one, but I still have to beat him to the rest. I can't watch them all while I'm finding the missing ones. I think you would be a safe person to leave it with, if you wouldn't mind keeping a mind on it. After all we've been through, you would trust me with the Orb of Light? Aren't you worried that Sepulture will just buy it from me? No, I consider you a friend now, and I understand your code of honor. If I trust you with the Orb of Light, then you will do everything in your power to keep it safe. I can't think of anyone I would trust more with the fate of lore. Thank you, Jaina. I consider you a friend too. I will guard the orb with my life. I plan to stay here and help the rebels. Sektuat still owes me a lot of gold. If you ever need me, you know where to find me. It was amazing fighting by your side. It feels good to fight for something that I believe in. Thank you for teaching me that. If the rebels ever need a hand, you can call on me too. Thanks for everything, Zoom. You and Zoom have defeated the ancient lord of all the Sensi. The battle is won, but the fight is far from over. He is still the ruler of the land, with huge armies under his control. But you have won the day, and the Orb of Light is yours. And we got a blade. So heal, sell the blade, because we can't use it. And then, I think I'm going to extend this stream for just a tiny bit to take on this last one, this last quest. It appears that Sektubat has decided to hold the entire town captive. Since he cannot tell the rebels from the normal villagers, now that we have the Orb of Light, he cannot cast his spell. But I fear that he is still willing to kill the captives out of spite. We've been able to free some of them, but the rest are still in danger. Tell me, Changer, have I ever heard of a Doom Lord? We have rescued most of the villagers, Jaina, but we have a problem. The rebels that we have rescued overheard Sektuat's army talking about a creature called the Doom Lord. It is some massive ancient monster who slept for centuries beneath the sands. They are saying that Sektuat is furious that we stopped this plant and has summoned the Doom Lord to devour the rest of the village. We have to save them before the Doom Lord arrives in the tomb fields to the west. It will take the unimaginable power of the full Dragon Lord to stop this Doom Lord. Heal. Let me check something first, because this seems like something that might be important. It's resistances and weaknesses. Okay, darkness is a weakness, like I thought. In that case, fight. Summon your dragon. We're not running for our lives. No resistances. No damage really either. So yeah, this is easy attacks. I shouldn't really have used the skill I did, but hey, what can you do? These wings, by the way, were also designed for this area, as you might see, with the similarities in design. This is the place. So where is this Doom Lord character? Maybe he got scared when he heard we were coming? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I mean, here comes Jaina under a giant dragon. Who wouldn't run? Yeah, I'd be scared of us. In fact, I'm a little scared of us now. We're that good. I guess you are. I can feel you shaking. That's not me. I thought that was you. It's not me. Do you hear a rumbling noise? We've got Titan sign. If that thing is the Doom Lord, we should have walked written. We might not have attracted Warren. Too late for pop media references now. We've got a fight on our hand. Yeah. So, heal and battle. This will be a pretty standard fight. Except, you know, there are 7 skills we still haven't unlocked. Let's see. Sunder their armor. Rend their flesh. And burn their skin. Uh-oh, he hardens his outer shell. Plus 80 to block. Ooh, scary. Stun. Because my bonus to hit use 1, and that's enough to negate all those 80. Those 80 points, those 80 scary points. Let's just do a normal attack. And I think, yeah, this is the last turn. Because the timer on those things ticks down when your turn ends. So if someone has 1 turn of being stunned remaining, that means that there is actually 2. There's actually, that is the last turn they were stunned. The previous turn is the turn that they were last stunned. And that's that, the Dune Lord. You and your dragon have defeated the ancient Dune Lord and saved the rest of the people of the Sand Sea. Sektuat's power is greatly diminished, but he's still a great threat to the rebels. We get a dagger, Ranger's Savior. This item requires a dragon amulet. A dagger that can always be counted on to get you out of a sticky situation. Anyone? Let's see what it looks like. Probably should look at the one of these. Well, at a certain point we might need to sell some stuff. Not right now though. I think that with that and 7 minutes over time compared to how long I usually try to make these streams last, I think we are quite nearly done. Then after this we will do the Noxus Fumes quest and the entire Drake's Fard Ice Orb saga. And if we have some time left over, we will go ahead and do some more farming for the Necropolis armors, because we still need some of those. The other classes, the Necromancer and the Death Knight. Death Knight, however, requires you to have fully trained Paladin and Necromancer. We only have the Paladin fully trained. Or I might just extend that to a grinding stream. That might actually be what I will do for a few streams after completing the Bacon Origin saga, which happens. It will happen after we complete the Ice Orb. Yeah. After the Ice Orb, we will do Bacon Origin, and after that, we will take a break from these orb quests and go do something more fun, like grinding out a bunch of different classes. So, that was it for me for today, and I guess I'll see you next week at the usual time, 5 till 7 for my time. I'll see you next week.